When you think of Filipino food, what comes to mind? Yep, and yep. And when you think of vegan Filipino food, what else comes to mind? Yeah. Well, we're going to try and change that today because behind me is a place that claims to do traditional Filipino food, but veganized. And apparently it's indistinguishable from the real thing. Let's eat.
We are on the island of Bohol. We've come to a place called the Front Food Park. They've got a lot of different restaurants here to choose from, but the one that we are interested in is called the Vegan Shack. We've just placed our order and we've got our buzzer.
We're buzzing.
5 minutes later.
It's buzzing. I don't think I've ever been this excited for food.
I'm so excited. Also, I'm so hungry. I'm so ready for this.
This is only part 1.
Wow.
And some rice as well.
Oh my God. This
Good.
looks amazing.
What we have here is a huge mistake. And what I mean by that is that we ordered way too much, but we want to try a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah. So we've got some adobo, some fried chicken, some bistek, sissig, and some rice.
It is 12:15. We haven't eaten anything yet, so this is kind of breakfast and lunch rolled into one. We are absolutely starving, so I'm pretty sure we can finish it all. We'll see.
Where do we start?
I think we need to start with the one that Yaz definitely wants to start with, which is this deep fried one over here.
I was actually thinking I want to try that one first.
So these are actually oyster mushrooms, but they're meant to be like replicating fried chicken. And we have a pot of gravy here to dip them in.
It's so crispy.
It feels really crispy.
Thanks. Try
You go first. I'm not a fan of mushrooms usually, but we'll see how this goes.
That gravy's good.
It looks like proper American gravy, not like the plain brown stuff we get back in the UK.
Whoa! That is phenomenal. What do you think?
That is the most chickeny tasting thing I've had for 3 years.
Wow.
It actually tastes like roast fried chicken.
The coating on these mushrooms is absolutely delicious. It's so crunchy, and the mushroom tastes really chickeny. And with the gravy as well.
There's no mushroom taste at all, and there's no mushroom texture. It just tastes like chicken.
I love them. Well, this is a good start.
Very, very, very good start. Can it get any better than this? I don't know.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, straight in with a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Fried chicken.
I could eat so many more, but I'm not going to do that just yet.
That gravy, I don't know what they put in it.
Oh, I want some more. I'm going to dream about this tonight.
I'm going to give that 9 out of 10. Just because I was never big on fried chicken to begin with, but...
And you don't like mushrooms.
And I don't like mushrooms, so I've got that in the back of my head, but honestly...
Okay, what's next?
I'm sorry, but would you look at that? Does that even look like it came from a plant? I'm going straight in my fingers.
You go.
Oh my God.
Is it good? Am I going to like it?
You're going to love it.
Really? If you don't know this already, I'm quite fussy with certain flavours.
Certain, like all flavours.
I don't like lemongrass or ginger or coriander.
There is no lemongrass or ginger or coriander in that.
Or hoisin.
There is none of that in there. So adobo is a popular Filipino dish and cooking process in Philippine cuisine that involves meat, seafood or vegetables marinated in vinegar, soy sauce, garlic, bay leaves and black peppercorns, which is browned in oil and simmered in a marinade, and that's exactly what we've got here. But it feels like we're eating like actual real meat.
I don't love it. I must say, wait, I can really appreciate it though, because the I don't know what that protein is. Do you?
It's called veggie meat apparently.
I don't know exactly what the veggie meat is, but it tastes like, it feels like really soft roasted beef that's been in the oven for a really long time.
Super tender. I honestly, I think they're lying over there. I think it's the unvegan shack. How is that possible?
Like guys, look at this. It's like soft beef.
Look at how fibrous it is. It's just fibrous and juicy.
Actually, the more I have of that, I think the better it tastes. I'm only saying that I'm not sure because there's a certain flavour.
That would be it.
What's that? Aniseed.
Star anise.
And there you go. I knew it was something.
That's not the adobo's fault, that's just her being...
that's just my fussy flavourness. I'm going to dip it in some gravy.
No! Gravy goes with the chicken.
That's good.
I'm going to have some rice with it. Oh my lord.
I'll give that a 7 out of 10.
I give it that's a 10 for me. Just a simple 10 because that feels like I'm eating meat. I'm not even over exaggerating, that feels like meat. And you have to come and try it to see for yourself.
I think that is the meatiest vegan meat.
That is the meatiest vegan meat we've ever had.
We've ever had.
Without question. In the Philippines of all places, we
on
have
an island.
We have Beyond Meat back home, we have all these different brands, but this needs to come to Europe or the UK.
That is impressive.
I will gladly finish this and you can gladly finish the fried chicken. It almost looks like a kebab, but better and juicier.
It's around my mouth.
I can't get enough. I actually can't get enough of this. It feels really rich and fatty like meat would. This is all going to be gone in a matter of seconds.
I can't get over that texture, I really can't.
It just tastes like a really good quality, well-cooked piece of meat. You can really taste the vinegar and the soy sauce in it.
And I love how it's got lots of little spring onions.
Little spring onions and peppers and onions.
Give it that extra bit of flavour.
I'm not just saying it, one of the best things I've ever eaten. Ever. 2 pieces left, are you going to have one?
No. I'm saving myself.
More for me. Next, I can't hold it off any longer. I've been waiting to try Sissig for, well, a week at least.
Here it is, guys.
It looks glorious and it's got a ton of mayo over the top.
It smells good.
This one is made out of tofu and 2 kinds of mushrooms.
Is it a fork job or a spoon job?
I'm going in with the spoon. I think you eat it like this with rice, but I'm going to try it on its own first. Ooh.
What does that mean?
There's some flavours in there that I haven't encountered before.
Really? I'm nervous.
It's mayo, you love mayo. And it's spicy, I love spicy. Oh.
That was nice.
Hallelujah.
That was nice. I like that.
Alright, we've got to mix it with some rice. Filipino food is very rich.
Yeah.
Very, very rich in flavour. Got to have the rice to cut it with. Better like that.
With each bite you get so many different things. You get like
Mayo, tofu, mushroom, pepper, chili, onion.
yeah, like there's so many different flavours going on in your mouth at the same time, and different textures as well. But everything is very pleasant. I like.
I find it very hard to believe that this would be different to the traditional one. It's got a very meaty texture to it, like the last thing and the thing before it. And it's very rich, like we said. Wow.
It's so good. I love this.
I can see why they add the mayo on top. It's very rich and salty on the inside, and then you've got this cooling, kind of sweet mayo drizzled over the top.
It really complements everything.
That is delightful.
Delightful. I give this 9 out of 10.
Woo! I have to concur with that. 9.5 out of 10 even, I'd say.
The only reason I didn't give it 10 is because it's a lot of there's a lot of texture in my mouth at the same time. I'm a bit like, but the flavour, delicious. It's just a lot going on in every bite.
It's maybe a little overwhelming in flavour, you could say.
Yeah.
That has everything you want. It has sweet, it has salty, it has a bit of sour from the calamansi, and it's super hearty, and probably quite healthy as well. Oh my god. I'm struggling already. This is a lot of food, but we want to get that Filipino experience all in one go.
We're definitely getting that.
I think so.
Because we've never tried anything like this before. Ever.
The most Filipino thing we've had so far is pancit canton and some lumpia, like spring rolls. But those are just made of vegetables. This is as close as we're going to get to the real thing, I think.
This is the progress on the Sissig, guys.
Nearly done.
Nearly done. We absolutely demolished the adobo.
Not just yet. I'm about to demolish it though. That's still my favourite. Oh my god. And just like that, we've come to the final star of the show, called Bistek or Bistek. One of the two. Please correct me.
Look at that. It looks quite similar to adobo, doesn't it?
They're using the same kind of fake meat, like beef style.
It's got lots of onions on the top of this one.
Onions, sesame seeds, and green onions as well. But the sauce will probably taste different. Let's find out.
I always like to let you go first so you can test it.
Unless it's something deep fried.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Wow. It's very different.
Is it? Well, I like it.
You might prefer this one. It's a lot more beefy. Do we have a winner?
That's good.
Yeah?
It's very salty. I like salty.
Very, very... You need to have rice with this. You need to have rice with this food.
Guys, even if you're not vegan, you've got to come here. If you're in Bohol, come to this restaurant and try this food. You will not be disappointed.
Guarantee. Personal guarantee. Look at that. Bistek and rice in one go.
God. So even though we're vegan, we do love the taste of meat and also the texture that it brings. So we can appreciate good meat, good meaty, like real meat from obviously when we weren't vegan. And this, I think this tops it because you don't get any horrible aftertaste.
There's no grittiness.
No grittiness, no bits of fat. You just got succulent bit of plant.
Juicy plant. Oh. Attractive.
Subscribe.
Are you enjoying that one more?
Yeah.
More than the adobo?
Yeah.
So Bistek is your favourite or the chicken? What are you giving this out of 10?
Oh, it's a really hard one. I was going to say between 9.5 and a 10.
Oh, and what was the chicken?
10.
That was a 10. Are you going to revise your score now on the chicken?
No.
No? So that can't win, but does it match the chicken?
That's so hard.
I know my winner is definitely the adobo, 100%. I will be coming back for that time and time again. She's thinking hard about this one.
I think if I were to come here again and have dinner, I would order Bistek and rice.
Yeah.
Because it's a really nice meal to have together, whereas the mushrooms or the chicken,
They do have chicken and rice as an option.
I just feel like it would be a bit too unhealthy, like with all the fried food.
Yeah.
So that is amazing, but if I were to come here for dinner, I would go for the Bistek and the rice. I'm going to give Bistek a 10 out of 10. So I'm going to give them both 10 out of 10.
I'm giving adobo 10 out of 10. Couldn't fault it. Bistek is getting a 10 out of 10. Chicken for me is getting a 9. Sissig is getting a 9. And the rice is getting a 10 because it's rice. And it's really good.
Can't go wrong with rice.
I am really impressed with this food. It's been an absolute eye-opener to Filipino food. If the real version...
Sorry.
There is no way that the real version can taste that different or that dissimilar to any of this. It just feels authentic. The lady working there is Filipino. The chef is Filipino. They know what it should taste like. And I have full faith that this is traditional and authentic. And I'm going to finish eating it all now.
And so am I. I'm going to eat more of this chicken, I think. And this gravy.
But before we end the video, there's one more thing we need to try. Come with us. So we are back on Panglao Island now at a place called Bibi Banana queue on the side of the road, and you're about to see why. Hello, can we have one banana queue?
One banana
Please. How much is it?
10.
10 pesos. Guys, our first ever banana queue, and it's about as simple as street food gets. It is literally just brown sugar, banana on a stick. So all the flavour comes from the sugar inside the banana, the sugar on top of the banana, and then the fire that it's cooked on. Here goes. Wow. That's the best banana I've ever had, that's for sure. So smoky, and the texture is completely different. It's changed completely on the fire. It's crunchy on the outside and then a bit more marshmallowy on the inside. You've got to try this. What are you thinking? Have you got any preconceived notions at all, or?
Not really. It looks good. It looks good. Okay, here goes. It's better than I thought it would be. I wasn't expecting there to be like a crispiness to the outside of it. Almost like a crispy, not batter, but like a crispy shell. I wasn't expecting that at all.
It has almost got like a crispy, crunchy coating on the outside from that sugar.
It's really chewy. I thought the middle bit would be softer, more mushy. Mushy. But it's not. It's got a good like bite to it. Stuck in my teeth. That's way better than I expected.
Me too. For something simple as a banana, it's absolutely delicious. Thank you very much. Salamat. Thank you. Bibi Banana Q. Check it out on Panglao Island.
Cheers.
How's that going down? A treat? Am I going to get to have any more?
No.
Yeah. Oh.
That was good. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed it. Smash the subscribe button and we'll see you in the next one.
Arrivederci.